welcome to my YouTube channel where I like to talk about game development in my own way. In this part of UI series, we're gonna see how to create customizable drop-down menu. I wanna start by adding a panel to our scene and change its background color settings to make the colors more visible. You can consider this panel as a screen, which we're gonna see how to create later on. If you watched the previous videos of this series, you know that we use Text Mesh Pro for controls. We're gonna use one of those controls for creating a customizable drop-down menu. Let me clarify something. We are not gonna create a drop-down menu here from the scratch. Thankfully, we don't need to do it, while we already have pre-designed controls that we can change and use as we wish. We are adding Text Mesh for a drop-down menu to our scene. As you can see, there are some sub-controls in the drop-down menu. We're gonna use those sub-controls to design our drop-down menu. The control has text and image control in it, which are represent selected items and the icon of the menu. Also, there is a template section in the control that will be used to rendering the menu and its items. We are replacing the sprite image of the main control with the custom image. Then we are changing the background color of the control. We can continue by changing text control properties. We change the font and text color according to our color palette. Also, we increase the space between characters to make it easier to read. Finally, for this control to get better looking, we increase the font size of the control, and the size of the icon. Then we replace the icon with the new icon and change its color to match with other controls. Well, we have much better looking now. Maybe we can decrease the font size a bit and increase the width of the control too. This is much better. So, we can continue with template control unless we don't want to use a white background for the menu. Let's make it visible so we can see what we are doing in real time. We change the background color of the template control, and then we apply the same change to the viewport background color too. Now it's time to change menu items. We change the color settings of the item to get some effects when we move between them and when we select any of them. Then we increase the color multiplier value to the maximum value. Then we change the background color of the sub-item too. Because we are not gonna use the icon for the items, we can delete it. But we're gonna support the icon for items in the code. So in case you wanna use it, you can keep it and add a few lines of code to update it. So we can resize the text of the item, change the font type, text color and font size too, and add some space between characters as we did for the main control. Now we have much better looking control. The last control which I want to change is the scrollbar control. We change the background color of it and the background color of the handle according to our color palette. Now we have a cool drop-down menu. As we finish the design part, we can start with the coding part. We add C# script to UI script folder and name it as a cool dropdown. So let's start coding. We are not gonna do so many things here. The goal is to create the main container script which you can use to control different parts of the dropdown menu. We could collect all controls and control them from here, as we did in the previous video for the UI button. But for now, we're gonna control only menu items. Feel free to add such support here, guys, to make it more customizable. So we add the public properties as options. The selected text of the item and the index of the selected item. The reason why I define those variables as the public is, I want to have ability to reach and change those settings directly from the code. Because of that, I defined them as a public instead of the private. In the start method, we get the main drop-down control by using the getComponent method. Then we set the options to it. Also, to be able to detect changes on the selected item of the menu, we add a listener to the value change event of the main control. On the value change event, we get the text value of the selected item from the option list by using the index of the selected item and set it to the selected variable. Also, we set the index to the selected index variable. With this event, we are able to detect any changes on the selected items of the menu and take action according to directly from the code as we need. We are not going to use the update method, so we can delete it. As a last thing for coding, we define the public method to set options directly from the code. So we finish coding for the drop-down menu. As I mentioned before, it is open for any improvement, guys. Use your imagination and go on and improve it. Now we can turn back to Unity editor and wait for the editor to finish compiling script files. Let's add the script to the control and then add some options to it. As you can see, you have a very cool drop-down menu that you can use in your games, or change and make it better. So, this is the end of this video. The next one is gonna be about slider control. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new and get some inspiration. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Your support means a lot. See you guys.